be rolling, rolling, rolling. It's the last day!
The last day!
Oh
Big day!
Oh my god, big day! And it's the most hyped up match of the entire event, possibly. It's Nigel Richards and Ganesh Asirvatham.
Whoa, it's the world's number one and number
fireworks. Jesse Matthews here with Jason Katz-Brown, providing live coverage for the final day. Quad, quid. Question is, which one do you do? Or do you chi? Looks like a quad is the answer for today.
Good playing.
Feldgrau from Ganesh. Whew, that was fast. This is only bonus. Nice play.
Very nice play.
But Nigel's got a nice bonus he's going to come right back with.
Whew.
This is what we like to see. Firepower. No one-sided matches, please. We want to see a hotly contested match.
Yes.
So we should probably find out in the chat, since we don't get to see this very often. Do we have Team Nigel fans out there? Team Ganesh? Let's see, who is rooting for who? I want to see. What do you think, Jason? Who's going to win?
Who's going to win?
Well, win the poll, and then win the game.
Oh, are we going to make a poll?
Oh, no, I mean, like, we can take an informal one, right?
Informal poll.
An informal poll of the chat. Who do they think? Who are they, Team Nigel or Team Ganesh?
Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know what the pulse of the community is nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Especially given that mostly people in North America are awake.
Scrabble Liz says, go that Kiwi lad. No nepotism there at all, hey?
Rise scores 94, so Nigel's back on top, 122 to 165.
Budak says, go G. We have someone on Team Ganesh out there. Colin Northmore is Team Nigel. Euclid 2005A is Team Nigel. James Curley is Team Nijesh.
Ganesh has a huge 6-letter play through the F.
Rebecca Slivka says, bread is in the oven. Wow, 2 bingos already. Yep, we are starting with some action here for sure. What kind of bread are you making, Rebecca? I remember one time I stayed at your place when I had an irregular flight, a change of plans. You made me cookies and they were delicious, but what is the bread you have? Oh, chala. Nice.
That's a great bread.
And still one of the comfiest couches I've slept on, so thanks again. Carfox says, James Curley. Yes, indeed. That is the high-scoring play here. Chris Hawkins says, Ganesh 470, Nigel 485. Yeah, that's, given the pace of the game so far, not outside the realm of possibility.
Should we recap the team standings while we wait?
Team standings? Sure, we can go over that.
Always played Axe. That's quite poor.
Oh. JJ Australia. Hello, welcome to the chat. Nigel hit 122 by playing quad to open and then writhes right after.
Just about Axe. Crackle thinks Axe leaving CGMOR wins about 33% of the time, and that playing Carfox for 12 more points and a much better lead would win about 42% of the time. So that's a It's hard to make. I mean, that's a huge blunder. I mean, we've kind of seen Ganesh be prone to making those significant blunders when he's on the live stream. So you wonder what it is.
And besides that, of course,
Hello.
magnitude of this matchup plays a role. I hear a Brett Smitheram out in the wild.
Hello, Brett Smitheram.
I would say our roving reporter, except he is in England, which is decidedly farther away from the action.
Significant rovings.
Yeah, onto the words blunder, and I feel I've missed something. What have I missed?
You've missed a better connection, for one thing. But as for words,
God.
Carfox was available in the last turn for Ganesh, and he played Axe instead, which scored well, but not as well as Carfox. Also wasn't as good as a leaf.
Also sets up a huge 40-point play of bad tiles for Nigel. Interesting that he plays WAE instead of WAI. I don't immediately offhand understand why he has done so. Maybe to keep the QI available? Any thoughts, Brett Smitheram?
No.
No thoughts at all.
In the simulation, Quackle thinks they're the same. So, that's cool. I would expect that if there were like not very many eyes left, but there's 7 eyes left. Heaps of eyes. Only one on the board. Ganesh is very fortunate to have drawn to draw the best possible vowels for his rack. But his leap is so bad that it's still not a great rack.
Colin Northmore asks, is CH a common start for Jewish words, pointing to Chadarim and words like that? Omri Rosenkrantz is in the chat. I'm pretty sure he can answer that question better than anybody else. I'll leave that one for him.
Any thoughts on what Ganesh is optimal for Ganesh here? His highest scoring play is cameoed to the EED of Way and Feldgrau. That scores 30, but it's certainly not best given how much it opens. So he's probably wanting to play fewer tiles, keeping a better leave. For example, he could just play off Mog, making Med above Way. Groma also fits there, but you should probably keep your bingo-ish letters, given that there's not a whole lot of score to be had by playing more tiles.
Just thinking back to Nigel's Way over AI, potentially that's just to frustrate the hooks on the end of WAI. And the G plays ending or things like that. I mean, actually, it's in his option. Play down there. True. And also it gets rid of the, if he's fortunate enough to get a double, he's not going to get one there. I don't know. So it's a mild, the strongest difference. And does leave Ganesh in a problem. He could have just offloaded something like cargo or something. But actually, that's still pretty rubbish.
Yeah. In a simulation, Quackle likes Mog the best, followed by Mock, and then Cargoed. It has Groma at 7th place in the simulation, about 3 winning percentages, 5 points behind Mog. Probably because Groma gives quite a bit back that Mog, for example, does not.
You think maybe he's concerned about a tight board against Nigel? This is a little less straightforward to lock up. Certainly still possible to lock the board down again, but not quite as easily as after a play like Mog.
Maybe. Also maybe not. For example, a 3-tile play through the M of Groma locks things quite well.
Eldan, yeah, Jason was a little quiet when talking about that. Quackle suggested Mog on top of Ed as the candidate play for the last turn there.
Nigel has Manioka lined up. He won't put the Aeon, that would be very un-Nigel. So.
That's useful. I mean, there's a bunch of A's already on the board, so keeping his A makes a lot of sense. Nice.
Zev, yes, the website schedule mentions 8 a.m. For the broadcast time for the last day, so we did start exactly on schedule. We also did mention at the end of the broadcast yesterday that the start time would be a little bit earlier. So in the future, any doubts, check the event website. Start times have been posted there for the duration of the event. Ganesh appears to be considering non-creed.
Might not want to play it though.
Yeah, I would recommend not playing it.
Doesn't have too many options that will score anything there.
Yeah, there's no good scoring options. One option is END under Manioc. That's winning a sim. Second
I don't
best
like
is
cred.
Yeah, the leave is rubbish. Another option was CERNED to the ED there. That's also strong in the sim.
I was considering something like DEND, keeping REC. But yeah, I prefer all of that over cred really.
Yeah.
And again,
I
cred gives
agree.
a lot back, potentially.
just lined up IF there, which both takes advantage of that spot and then kind of totally locks that part of the board. Impressively so. While leaving quite nice letters.
But not picking out nice letters. Yeah. Instant play, I think that probably had to be the.
Yeah.
I was about to say Tav and Viad.
Yeah, I don't see anything better than that.
The board the way it is, I think we're going to get a lot of there aren't many options for scoring. Should be able to predict well in advance.
Yeah. At the same time, the pool is full of bingos. So you got to think that at some point we'll see a lot of, a few, maybe one or two bingos from each player. For example, a bingo from the O of quad or the D of quad would lead to lots of places to play lots of bingos for lots of turns.
Looks like Nigel's considering valet through the A and chroma, possibly to exhaust some of the options with the N.
Interesting. Oh man. A simulation does have that as second behind Tav, within 1 win percentage point. And given that you infer from Conk that Ganesh has been developing his rack for a few turns, that might change the sim results such that valet would be best. Ganesh has no place scoring more than 20.
Honor here. Interesting if he plays it that way around rather than wire.
Yeah.
Zev Kaufman asks, what did Quackle think of Cred keeping two ends? Quackle didn't like it compared to some of the options that went up from the ED. I think Cerned and Dend were two potential options that did much better.
Yeah.
And then just besides the balancing aspect of it, as you can see, Cred is a little bit easier to deal with locking off, and Nigel did so in his fashion.
Whoa, it's gone to leave 3 E's.
Hasn't given place for starets at least.
Oh, good point. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, it's a good play.
Yeah.
step out for just a moment, guys. I'll be back in a few minutes. Leave it in your very capable hands.
Yeah. But Smitherams are the most capable of hands.
I'm thinking he's got the ZA, so he must be thinking Manioka and Zany, given how he's been playing. Yeah.
That's quite clever.
Well, big help.
Oh wow, yes.
So he's restricted gets opportunities. Ganesh now to play something off the Z if he's got a stronger rack, because he's suggesting he has.
Yeah.
And then Nigel bingo's down onto that, so say Ganesh plays Z now, Nigel bingo's down making Zs, and all of a sudden the board is almost completely dead.
Another option is Agi, A-J-E-E from the A of Feldgrau.
Yeah.
And this Quackle thinks that's the best play by a long ways.
Yeah,
And then second, Quackle has Hefe to the Fe of. And those two plays are quite above the rest. I mean, Agi is nice just to score 25 and leave your best possible leave.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really worry
So
about.
it'd be something. It'd be the kind of move you would expect if you actually did have a good rack, and you say, not if you've got the rack that he's got.
I mean,
No, I agree with
D and R
that.
is a pretty reasonable rack, not a bad rack. Yeah, Z is wow.
Right. It's going all in with a pair of two.
Yeah, yeah. That Z doesn't seem to have any upsides, right? Like no particular reason to play Z. Quackle thinks Z wins about 18% of the time to G is 25% of the time. But even those are probably inflated numbers because Nigel's rack is much better than random. Who sees Nigel's highest scoring bingo? Oh yes, Eldon has found it. Eldon 726. Good work. Or Rosity. Or Rosetti. That's 90 to give him a 115-point lead. Oh, and he's got the other blank. Plays Jet. At least that sets up Styred to somewhat make that part of the board available. But it may not matter.
Sorry about that, I'm back now.
JD Australia points out in the chat that, to quote him, Ganesh has been otherworldly. 21 scores of 500 plus in 39 games before this. Yeah, indeed, we've seen kind of a pattern of Ganesh scoring incredible scores in the games that have not been live stream generated, and then appearing a bit more human on the stream. Maybe it's nerves being on the top board, or maybe it's a little bit of a mystery. I think Nigel's gotten the best play here of Bio for 23. Now he's up by, again, 112. It's yet another move where none of Ganesh's possible plays score more than 30. In fact, only Ganesh's first two moves scored more than 30, Feldgrau and Axe. Since then he's had, he'll have 7 straight plays scoring 30 or less. Which is, not really. Yeah, he hasn't missed anything super crucial, but maybe some just suboptimal leaves.
Ooh, Rosity.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
I like it.
And you can spell with only one T also, which is weird.
That is very strange. Should be some law to prevent me and Brett leaving the room at the same time. Oh, technically we left our own rooms at the same time. And we're both governed by different laws.
Ganesh
Can you
plays
guys
Yelp.
hear me again now?
Yes, we
now
can.
I can hear you.
Oh, good.
Yelp was a nice play to have to score and leave somewhat okay letters. Open up a new lane. He didn't really have much in the way of other options there, though.
Nigel's very close to tie break on the bottom.
Oh, whoa, cool. Pie break.
Instead, he's got hip break on the bottom. That's more relevant to those of us who are older.
That's
a little bit of a twist there. Also not valid, of course, but.
If you've had a hip break, then you probably need a spare rib as well, which is an R and S. Game of clappers, you'd have bagpiper through the P.
Yes, actually I saw that and I was like, oh, that would have been so cool. Nice play.
Do you think he's going to play PI and QI?
QI. Right.
That's cute. I mean, there's 3 ends unseen to him, none of which, and he has none. There's 4 eyes on 4 eyes and 4 O's also unseen to him, so that might be a good reason to get rid of the eye. And there weren't really great other options to get rid of eyes. Anyway, it seems fine. It's one of many plays that Quackle thinks win 99.9% of the time.
Nigel's got the classic bromate.
Will you be my bro mate?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'll be your bromate.
Just in case people think it's something else.
Bro.
Yeah. Squish 761 suggests last turn Barney was also a good play to score a bit and avoid big bingos to the K. It's true. I think one reason he didn't play Barney is the leave of. I mean, he probably didn't want to keep an I because there are so many I's, and there's also still 3 U's unseen to both players. And then his R was his best style to keep for bingos.
Is it tough to create another opening further down? And Colin Northmore notes, oh my god, Nigel Ganesh head-to-head, 12-24. Yes, that's one of the reasons this matchup was so hyped, is Ganesh has a fairly commanding head-to-head record with a decent sample of games. Keep in mind, this is from before Ganesh took his hiatus, so that's part of why we're so hyped about it, to see how things go.
Mm-hmm. It's worth noting that when they appeared, though, in the World Championship finals, when it really mattered, Nigel swept Ganesh 3-0. Thanks for the bread rep, Slugviker.
Nigel's doing that 45-second thing again.
Yeah. From Nigel's perspective, there are 23 in the bag, of which 14 are vowels. So his next strat might not be very good after timbres.
If Nigel removed the letters of rides from the board right now, he'd very nearly have Brett Smitheram.
Oh my. Sadly, Smitheram is invalid. Smitheram, in fact, is unacceptable. So is Matthews,
One of the
sadly.
situations. One of the situations talking about earlier on where Nigel has seen the obvious play and yet will sit for the requisite time.
Yeah. Is timbres new? Sort of.
No.
No. What do you think he's thinking about? Because it's been longer than his requisite time now. In fact, he's been playing this game very slowly. To have only 7 minutes left with 20 in the bag, that's slow. It's not enough time to have left.
Yeah.
exchange of bonuses back to back.
Let's see, how many vowels does Nigel draw? Still has a 100-point lead, so he surely cannot lose.
Rebecca
Two in the
Slivka
bag.
wonders, is Nigel going to draw a triple-triple?
He's more likely to draw 7 vowels than to draw triple-triple.
Yeah. One can dream, says Rebecca. I would have to say so.
He has a continent. He has 2 continents.
And then 2 U's, an O,
That's
an A.
Could we show the unseen tile pool?
Hmm. Think there are any 9-timers?
Not seeing one off the bat. Yeah. And Colin, there's 2 in the bag, 9 unseen tiles.
The 2 in the bag being LO.
Hmm.
I can't see any potential bonuses through the O, so is it worth Nigel emptying or playing he? Oh, he's got he now on his rack. I was going to say playing he now because he now seems to block the 7s that I can see.
Yeah, I agree. I like he now.
Yeah.
Quackle thinks the optimal endgame starts with in year through the R of origins. That would
Chris Hawkins says the world comes tumbling down for Ganesh. Maybe just for this round, but looks like it will be Nigel dealing out the 500 game this time.
blue is optimal for Nigel.
Are we surprised? Nope. So, Brett, guess who we have coming up next? Did you get to see?
No. Who's next?
It'll be Ganesh again taking on Adam Logan in our next round.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, and I was told to ask you if you were willing to stay up one more hour, but if not, I understand.
Well, it is 1 a.m. here, so I think, in all honesty, yes, of course I will.
Whoa!
Excellent. We
Cool.
have one more round of Smitheram insight. Thank you, good sir.
Yeah. That's my
So Quackle says that ON alongside Tamers is optimal here. And that Vin is 1 point worse. Yeah, it's notable that we've not seen Ganesh play perfect endgames when he's been up here. Are these players both left-handed?
It would appear to be so. Wonder if that's the secret to getting to Scrabble Nirvana as being left-handed.
Oh no, I guess Ganesh is writing with his right hand, but also shuffling with his left hand.
Mhm.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
And so Nigel takes this one by just over 100 points. 527 to 420 is the score we have to end the match.
Alright, cool. I'm still here, so I think What is fun game?
Nigel pulling the Adam Logan strategy of covering his face when a camera is in the room. So
There he is!
look at that, like clockwork.
Like
He came in
clockwork.
just after I said he probably would come in.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
It was.
Brett Smitheram is on the line.
Oh. Yeah, but that.
Hello, Ganesh.
Hey man. I thought it was a fun game. I just wish he played a quad one step lower, so that Felgao scored a bajillion points. So yeah, don't think I did anything too wrong. Did I miss anything?
On the axe play, there was one that we were thinking about.
Which is Carfox. Damn. Oh,
Yeah.
Ganesh, come on! I looked, and I thought, oh, you know what, Carfax, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay, so that's a major boo-boo by me then. Damn it. Yeah, that made a lot of difference actually. We wouldn't have got way after that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We felt on the Z play as well, you could have played Agi, which would have been much better.
Jet play.
When you played Z,
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
you could have played Agi down the side of quad, so just put your JE from the A of Feldgrau.
Ah,
keeping Ender.
Yeah. Okay. I think I just didn't think that I was gonna. I mean, I did see Agi actually. I just didn't think that I was gonna make anything happen if I didn't try to open the board up and hopefully something I could score with the J and then get a bingo and go from there. It just seemed like he was just doing so much better with the closed board situation than I was. I don't know, but yeah, maybe you're right. Yeah. But Carl Fox is going to haunt me. Damn it. I shouldn't come and do this post-game interviews, man. I should stay away.
Well, we're going to see you on board one again.
Yes, exactly.
Shortly.
Playing Adam Logan, so it's going to be quite fun. So.
And Brett's graciously agreed to stay up till 2 a.m.
Wow,
local
way
time.
past your bedtime, boy.
Yeah,
Jeez, buddy, come on. Yeah, way past your
injecting
bedtime.
coffee into my eyes.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna go and kick myself in the nuts, before the next game starts. I'll see you guys later.
Awesome.
Alright.
Good
See you
luck.
later.
Thanks.
Oh no, it's okay.
I'm good.
You're doing great.